We've reached our destination.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion.
Oh, there's no mistaking it. That's a boss fish for sure. It must have been quite the trial to get this. But hospitality would be meaningless if it were easy, now wouldn't it? You've done well, son. Okay, I'll allow you to marry her. But I won't forgive you if you make my daughter unhappy.
Not this again.
Jokes aside, if you can get your hands on boss fish, then you should be able to get any ingredients you need.
Thanks. I think it's fair to say we've perfectly understood how to gather what we need.
We learned about wedding dishes and how to gather the ingredients. So you must be satisfied now, right, Alphen?
Indeed. I owe you my thanks as well.
If you ever need more advice about the menu for your wedding, don't hesitate to come see your friend Gordino. Regardless, my fabulous recipe deserves a name. Absolutely exquisite! Harmonized!
I hope someday she'll be on board with making the menu too, Alphen. I'm sure she, your partner, will be happy with anything Gordino cooks.
Something my partner will enjoy. I need to think about that, too.
Something bothering you?
No, it's just... everyone we've talked to has mentioned the same thing. My ultimate goal is to learn more about weddings and marriage. That hasn't changed, but Kagari and Notio said that isn't enough, and that I have to think more about my partner.
Right, that's why we looked into boss fish. Isn't that enough?
Maybe, but I don't know if it counts as taking my partner into consideration. I'll have to give it some more thought. I've learned a lot about ingredients and cooking.
Let me know the next time you're having trouble. I'll be glad to help.
Thanks. I appreciate the offer.
No problem. Leave it all to me.
So, Alphen, how's your pursuit of wedding knowledge progressing?
With everyone's help, I've been able to look into several things I was curious about.
Happy to hear it.
But I'm still clueless when it comes to marriage in general. I'm still in the dark on what married life is like after the ceremony is over.
It does seem as though that would be a separate set of knowledge. You'd need a new home, furnishings for it, things of that ilk.
A home? You need a house if you get married?
It's not a requirement, but generally speaking, it even came up in the conversation amongst the ladies that sparked your quest for knowledge. Shion said she wanted a warm home to live in, remember? It's completely normal to think of such things.
It is?
So I've heard.
Then the next thing I research will be where to live after getting married. I want to know everything that's needed.
Very well. You know, I once heard someone say, marriage is not the destination, but a new departure. I believe those were Droshin's words of wisdom.
Really? Does that mean Droshin's married?
He is indeed. Seeing as he has experience, you may wish to seek his counsel.
All right, let's go. Now that I think about it, life after marriage is obviously more important than the wedding itself. The wedding is a single day, but your life together after that goes on for years and years.
True. It is certainly a topic worthy of careful consideration.
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
There's something I want to talk to you about. I heard you're a married man, so...
You once spoke to me about the necessities in everyday life after marriage. Do you recall? We've come to you because Alphen would like to hear what you have to say. Can you inform him of what is necessary?
Is that so? Now that's a serious consultation. If you're going to get married, I think you first need to decide where you want to live.
No, I'm not getting married in the immediate future. I'm just curious and doing some research.
I see. Even so, I think you'll get an idea of what you need if you picture what you want for yourself. Are there any cities you've thought would be nice to live in?
No, not really. I'd never given it any thought.
You know, Shion once said that she enjoys the mood of gazing upon the snow of Cyslodia, and that doing so calms her. Other than that, she also mentioned that she finds the weather pleasant in Ganeth Heros.
She did? Maybe that means she wants to live in Cyslodia or Ganeth Heros someday. I was just reacting to Shion's comments. Don't, read into it too much.
Of course, we would never.
If you don't have any strong preference on where you want to live, maybe you should spend some time traveling around. Cast aside your preconceived notions and look around with an objective eye. You'll likely discover some conditions you can't compromise on.
Thanks. I think it's worth a try. Should we start by visiting Cyslodia then? I can see what Bregan has to say too.
By all means. I think it's smart to learn about marriage and all it requires well in advance. Married life is like a long journey. If you don't care for and support each other, it won't last. The most important thing is to discuss and understand each other. Two people living together.
We've strayed quite far from the matter at hand, and it seems this is going to take a while yet.
Not as long as the speech you gave at Kagari and Notio's wedding.
My apologies. Are you in a hurry? I still have more to share.
Thanks for your help, Droshin. You can tell me the rest the next time I see you.
Homes in Cyslodia are constructed to withstand the snow. That's one of their good points.
I never thought much about how a house is designed. This is all so new to me.
We need to start keeping an eye out for this kind of stuff. Wandering aimlessly won't cut it.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
What? You're looking for a place to live?
We're gathering information about marriage. More specifically, we're currently looking into the process of house hunting.
Sounds complicated. I don't know anything about all that, but we'll welcome you with open arms if you want to move here, Alphen.
Thank you for saying so.
Thing is, there are some difficulties with living here, as you know. For one thing, there are more disputes between fellow Dahnans here than in other nations.
I'd hope they'd all get along better after they were freed. But I understand things still have a ways to go.
The other thing is that, in general, Renans aren't allowed into the city. You get lots of Renans coming to see you, don't you, Alphen? I know you've got both Renans and Dahnans in your crew.
Yeah, that could be a problem anytime Renans want to come visit.
The last issue is that the land around Cyslodia is barren. It isn't easy to secure the food you need. We're not starving yet, but there's not much by the way of excess.
So, if someone with, say, an incredibly high metabolism were to move in, it would put more strain on the food supply?
I had the same thought. Even if I'm comfortable, the person I live with may not be.
Yes. I think it's important to keep that viewpoint in mind when looking at other cities as well.
Thanks for talking with us, Bregan. I'm not looking to move just yet. But when the time comes, I'll remember everything you said.
Been a pleasure. Come by any time. Gathering information, house hunting. You got some big life changes planned there, Alphen? If it is what I think it is. Nah, I won't pry. Good luck, Alphen.
Thanks, Bregan.
Now then, shall we depart for Pelegion? I will refrain from shamelessly recommending it, though.
Yeah, let's. The more places we can visit, the more informed I'll be. Plus, we can talk with Ganya to see if he has any advice. Going to Cyslodia really helped me understand some of what's important when deciding on a place to live.
If we continue to observe different locales, we will be able to understand more clearly what type of location is best.
We've reached our destination.
Did you need something?
I have a question for you. Can you spare some time if you're not busy with your duties?
I've always got time for you. I still owe you a huge debt. After all, it's thanks to what you all did a year ago that we regained the most important thing a human has. The ability to think.
All we did was help. It's you guys who actually took it back.
Even then, I still have a debt owed to you. So, what do you want to talk about?
I'm trying to decide where I want to live a little further down the road, when I'm ready to settle down. We're traveling around to various places to see how they strike me. Now we're here. So, how's life in Pelegion?
Hey, it's great that things have calmed down enough for you to think about settling down, even if it's still a ways off. But as far as living here, look, it's a beautiful city, and Renans live here comfortably. The problem is, Dahnans can't say the same. Plus, there are probably more than a few Renans here that would be less than pleased with your presence.
I guess it isn't the best for me. The city being beautiful is important to people who care about aesthetics, but...
I think Ganya is right. Pelegion is far from ideal for you, at least in its current state. If our efforts are met with continued success, perhaps one day it will be a city where anyone can live without issue, if possible. It would be great to reach that point before you've chosen a place to settle.
I'll be working hard towards that goal myself. You once told me that you fight against anyone who uses force to take what doesn't belong to them.
That's right.
I really took those words to heart and decided I wanted to help create a society free from hate. You've never let me down. Never betrayed my trust. This time, I want you to trust in me. I will make this city a suitable place for you and your future family to live.
All right. I believe you, Ganya. I'm glad we came to Pelegion, even though it was for my own personal reasons. It gave me the chance to talk with Ganya and you about these kinds of things.
So, what should we do next? Should we make our way to Mahag Saar?
Tensions are still high there, so I'm not sure if it'd be right to take anyone's time with my personal issues. I think we can rule out Nies. I'd cause way too many problems for Beifan, and I wouldn't want to do that to him.
We keep in touch with Nies through trade and the occasional information exchange. If the opportunity arises, Can I let them know you've begun thinking about your future?
Sure, as long as you don't make a big deal out of it. I'm really just doing some research for now.
Should we return to Vicente then? It is a relaxed and cozy place after all.
Who could we talk to there?
How about Kisara's friend, Legil? She can likely offer opinions from a viewpoint different from Droshin's.
Good idea. Let's go see if she'll talk with us. If Vicente isn't a good fit, then I'm not sure what options will be left. I had no idea it was this hard to find a place to live. I'm glad I had the chance to experience it for myself.
The situation changes by the day. Even if it was difficult this time, it may not be the same in the future. Plus, Legil's a reliable person to go to for advice. I bet she can provide us with useful information.
We've reached our destination.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
Legil, sorry to bother you. Can we chat with you about life in Vicente?
Oh, I'm happy you'd come to me for advice. But life in Vicente? Why? Is someone going to move here?
I'm considering it, but I haven't decided or even thought about a lot of details. For now, I'm traveling around and trying to find a place that would be nice to settle into once my journey is over.
Is that so? Well, I think Vicente is a great place to live. But recently, the population is exploding and there isn't much space. We're getting overcrowded.
Guess there are downsides to Vicente's skyrocketing popularity.
But if you're going to live in Menancia, there are other options besides Vicente. For example, you can build a house near Traslita Highway just outside of town.
Outside of town? That thought hadn't occurred to me.
I know a really nice spot. However, it's currently inhabited by a gigantic Zoogle.
Well then, perhaps we can take care of that problem when we go scout the location.
Oh, that would be a huge help. Would you please?
Okay, we'll take care of it. We can't build a house if Zoogles live there.
Thanks. I appreciate it. By the way, I apologize if I've got the wrong idea here, but if marriage is the reason you end up relocating, then can I have your wedding bouquet? I already told Kisara, but I heard that if you can't catch a bouquet, you'll always be single and alone.
So you're where she heard that preposterous rumor?
All right, let's go take care of the Zoogle on Tres... Lita Highway.
That land will be important if you want to develop it in the future. We must eliminate any threats that lurk there. That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Look! Isn't that what Legil was talking about? A giant Zoogle?
Looks like it. Let's get this done.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
I'll finish you here and now! It's over! Anything normal is all mine! Lost my focus! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you!
Healing circle!
Dragon Shell!
Need to pull my
You picked the wrong fight! Okay, here I go! I can carve through armor! Far enough! Sonic Thrust! It's over! Turbo! I'm not done! I'm not done! You're finished! Inferno! Sonic Thrust!
Never miss!
Shark! Lightning Tiger Blade! Sonic Thrust! First strike! I'm not done! Hurricane! Rising Lightning! I'll finish you here and now!
A wailing Gambier! They're not playing around! The waters of creation... Hold on, here. Here I come! I'll heal you all!
Talon Hurricane!
Healing circle!
Try harder! My turn!
That's the spot! Here comes Radiant Cascade!
Strike!
We
Swallow
have not
Dance!
in your dreams!
Rivet Tear! Strike! Burn it out!
The waters of creation!
Won't save you! Falling behind. Looks like this one's mine! Like hell it is.
Far enough! Here's the evil! There you go! Don't let up! Breeze Land!
It's over!
Sonic
Thrust!
I'm going to use all the power of my healing light to accomplish this!
Talon Storm! Sonic Thrust!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
It's a pretty nice spot, like Lagiel said. A great view, and relaxing too.
Sounds as though you like it then. I too feel this would be a good spot for you.
I feel like I could just wake up, check out the view, do a little stretching, and be ready for a big day.
Feeling good about your environment is important. Now, shall we return to Vicente and inform Lagiel? That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from us. We defeated the Zoogle, Lagiel.
Thanks. So, how was the location?
Man, that was a nice spot. I can see myself enjoying life there. Maybe that means it's a good fit for me.
I think that when you get married and look for a home in earnest, what we've learned will aid quite a bit in your search.
Yeah. I thought that as long as they had 4 walls and a roof, all houses were the same regardless of where they are. But I was wrong.
I thought that much was obvious.
I'm glad you like it. If you seriously consider moving here, please let me know. The house itself is just as important as the location. So I can introduce you to a pro who can help with everything from layout to paint color.
Thanks, Lagiel.
You'll have a lot to think about, especially considering you won't be the only person living in the house. It seemed you had someone on your mind as we were traveling. But are you satisfied with the information we gathered?
I really don't know anything, so I thought that it would be enough to learn about marriage in general. But that isn't enough. Nearly everyone we met told me to think more about my partner. So I was trying to keep my partner in mind as I did my research, but honestly, I'm not sure if what I've done is correct.
I see. I believe that no knowledge or experience is without its merits. Right now, your head is full of worry and doubt. But it's a necessary step towards finding a better future for yourself.
I hope you're right.
You've only just begun to think about your future. There is no need to rush these things, Alphen.
Dohalim, thank you. Choosing a home is basically setting your future life in stone.
It's important to think practically about the future. For example, calculating your spending so you know how much you'll save in 1 year.
I bet you're good at planning out your future down to the smallest detail, Kisara.
Seems like your research into weddings and marriage is going well, Alphen.
Yeah, thanks to everyone's help. I've got Law on Shion distraction duty, so I have some time. But there may not be anything left to look into. I didn't know a thing before. But I've learned a lot, and have gained a little confidence now.
That's great.
I want to thank you again, Kisara. I've given things a lot of thought, and I think I've come to understand what makes weddings great. It's a ceremony to bring happiness to the person you care about most. Maybe that's why they're so popular these days.
You've come a long way. Remember how you panicked when you realized you knew nothing about marriage? By the way, I think there's something else that comes before the wedding. Have you already looked into it?
What? Something that comes before the wedding?
Of course. You're going to propose, right?
I haven't gotten any info on that yet, but I think it's enough to simply ask, will you marry me?
Wait, that's it?
What else is there?
Don't worry about it. You'll come up with something. Now then, I must be off.
Kisara, wait! Don't forsake me! Please, I'm begging you!
I don't know what the person you want to marry will think, but usually the atmosphere when you profess your feelings is important.
Oh, that.
You're asking them to spend the rest of their life with you, so you have to make that idea as enticing as possible, or they may say no. The location's also important. It's a moment you'll both remember forever. It should be in an elegant and beautiful place. Say, take her to a floral garden by the seaside. Gently take her by the hand and sweetly whisper to her your everlasting love. Or something.
A floral garden by the sea. I don't know any place like that.
That was, just an example. Some people put a lot of thought into proposals, whether they be marriage proposals or not.
But I should choose a place that makes me seem enticing.
I think your best traits are your kindness, decisiveness, and strength.
By strength? Do you mean with the sword?
That's part of it, but you also have the strength of mind to stand firm in your beliefs. Like touching Shion without fearing her thorns. If you can show those traits to your partner, then she's sure to say yes.
I see. The problem is, I don't know how I can show her how strong my feelings are.
Well, I just heard a disturbing rumor. Apparently, a dangerous Zeugle has taken up residence in the Iglia Wastes.
We've definitely got to do something about that. But what does that have to do with what we were talking about?
You don't get it? The strength of your feelings is basically your courage. You should show Shion you're not afraid to face powerful enemies.
Well, I don't have a partner yet. Plus, is something that simple good enough?
I'm not saying it's the best method, but I think it's one way of going about it.
If that's the case, then I should face the Zeugle alone. That should prove that my feelings are true, right?
I don't know. That might be a little too dangerous. There's a difference between courage and recklessness, Alphen.
I know, I get it. But I want to give it a shot. I want you to watch and afterwards let me know what you thought.
So you want to practice on the Zeugle in the Iglia Wastes, right? Got it. If it doesn't go well, we can just think of something else. If things get hairy, I'll jump in to help.
Thanks. Then all I have to do is decide on a place. Elegant and beautiful.
Don't worry about it for now. You have time. Let's head to the Iglia Wastes and lay waste to that Zeugle.
Fighting alone against a powerful foe is the perfect chance to test myself. Lately, I've always had Shion and the others nearby, so I guess it's been a while.
Don't lose sight of your goal. You're trying to show your courage, not your recklessness.
We've reached our destination.
There's the giant Zoogle, and there are more around it.
Okay, I'm going in. You watch from a distance.
I'll be sure to help if it looks like you're in danger. Good luck, Alphen.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Rising Wyvern! Lunar Rondo! We did it! You're mine! Pierce through! Rising Wyvern! Lunar... Slash! Pierce through! You picked the wrong fight! Sonic Thrust! Rising Wyvern! Lunar Rondo! I'm not done! More? I'm not done! Pierce through! Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Sonic Thrust! More? Strike! You're finished! You're mine! Take this! Pierce through! Rising Wyvern! Lunar Rondo! Pierce through! Sonic Thrust! More? Pierce through! Here I come! That did it! Here I come! Pierce through! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Sonic Thrust! There! You're mine! Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! That did it! Pierce through! Sonic Thrust! Try harder! Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Take this! Take this! Take this! Pierce through! There! Sonic Disc! You're mine! Pierce through! More? It's over! Pierce through! Rising Wyvern! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Great! Next more! No escape! Lunar Rondo! Mirage! I'm gonna need more of that medicine. Rising Wyvern! You're mine! Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Rising Wyvern! Lunar Rondo! Pierce through! Sonic Thrust! Try this! Great! Next, more! This should do it! You're mine! Pierce through! Now, take Take this! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Pierce through! Pierce through! Now! You're mine! Ignite! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Here I come! I'm not done!
Hey, what's going on here? Why is Alphen fighting by himself?
Xion! Wait, I can explain.
Hold on, Alphen. I'm coming to help.
Brace
Here,
yourself!
let me help.
This one's tough!
Water, hear my call. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Gemini Aqua! Mega Ray! Go for the weak point! This one's mine!
Here I come!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish it. Will this help? Healing Circle! Gemini Aqua! Searing Flame! Reload!
I'm not...
Here, let me help.
I'm not done! It's
Radiant
over!
Flash! I'm all stuffed up!
Take this!
Annihilation!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Burning
Pierce through! Struck! Here I come! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it
I'm
down!
not done! Sonic thrust!
Healing
Pierce
Circle!
The blazing sword's all fired up! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a healing
Take
art!
this!
First aid!
I'm not done! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Try this!
Lunar Corruption!
Rending blast!
Gemini Aqua!
Take this!
By the power of water!
Strike! You're finished!
I never miss!
You're mine! I'm not done!
Lunar Corruption!
Try hard, not a chance!
By the power of water!
Rising Wyvern! Take this! Almost there.
Here, don't let your guard down.
It's over! Take this!
Radiant
I'm not done!
Searing Flame!
Rising
Reload!
Wyvern!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this. Resurrection!
Nice. Now I can keep at it.
I didn't heal you just so you can get hurt again.
I know.
You're mine! Pierce through!
Here's a healing art!
No
First
escape!
aid! Radiant
Take this!
Flash!
Try harder! My turn!
Here! Let's finish this!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Not today! Take this! Sonic thrust!
It's weakened!
This ends now! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Rising Wyvern! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! You're mine!
Mega Ray!
Pierce through!
If it's in the sky,
Rising
it's
Wyvern!
mine!
Lunar Rondo!
Here I go! One more!
Mirage!
By the power of... Where are you going? Mega Ray! Searing Flame!
You're mine! No escape!
Radiant
Sonic thrust!
Here!
Pierce through! Sonic
Mega
thrust!
Annihilation! Radiant
No!
Here! I'm out of ammo!
The flame
Back into
inside
the
me
fray.
yearns to be let free!
Mega Ray!
You're mine!
Gemini Aqua! Lightning! Downfall!
Here I come! Sonic
Lightning!
thrust! Pierce
Downfall!
through!
I'm out of ammo!
Sonic
Lightning,
thrust!
please.
Pierce through!
Annihilation!
Strike!
Mega Ray!
Strike!
I do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Xion, before we talk, can we go someplace quiet?
Sure. Now that you're safe, I'm in no hurry.
Thanks. Let's head for the volcano then.
What? So the reason everyone's been talking in secret has been because they're helping you?
Yes, that's right. I've been looking into something, but I asked everyone to keep it from you.
Looking into something? What is it? And why am I the only one you didn't tell?
See, I've been thinking about the future. What I want to do, where I want to go, things like that. But I didn't have enough knowledge, so I knew I needed to get more. I I didn't want the person I want to be with to think I'm unreliable for not knowing anything.
I see. So you've been traveling around and getting advice from various people?
That's right. And a lot of them told me that when I gather information, I need to think more about the person I want to be with. In the end, I'm not really sure if I've accomplished what I set out to do, though. I'm sorry I kept it a secret. I thought that if I included you, I'd end up completely relying on you.
Alphen.
I'm really sorry.
Alphen, people told you to think more about the person you want to be with when you do your research. But wouldn't it be best to do the research together with that person? What's wrong with relying on her? Anyone who knows you understands you're someone who can be counted on. I mean, if I were that person, I'd certainly rather do it with you than be kept in the dark.
Together. That makes sense. Maybe I was trying to show off or something.
But if this person knew how far you and everyone else went for her, I'm sure she'd be very happy. Your methods may have been flawed, but your heart was in the right place. I'm sure she'd be thrilled to know how much you and everyone else care about her.
Shionne.
Just let me say this. Once everything is calmed down and you're ready, let's sit down and talk.
Okay, got it. Let me say something too. The next time there's something I want to research, will you come with me?
Of course, Alphen. You don't even need to ask. I'm looking forward to it.
At first, I wasn't sure what would happen. But it seems like you found out what you wanted to know. So I guess things worked out.
Although Shionne did scold us a bit.
That's no surprise. We did keep a secret from her, even if it was only for a short time.
Not telling her the truth was so hard. I was at the end of my rope and almost blurted it out a few times. I'm so glad she found out.
Sorry for putting you through all that, guys. But I learned a lot from this.
Then it was worth the trouble. We always wish the best for you, Alphen.
I guess camping isn't so bad, as long as it's with good company.
Look lively! Hootle and I are raring to go!
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Says the guy who can't stop yawning.
Let's continue this conversation tomorrow.
Time to work off that last meal.
Fine. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Looks like someone needs our help.
Good grief, you're such a softie. Fine, let's go ask them what they want.
You're pretty carrying yourself.
Why you?
Hey.
Huh? What?
I'm not getting through. It's not about what the blazing sword says.
You didn't drop Zephyr's name.
I can't play that card forever. I do understand how both of them feel.
It's important to explain yourself using your own words. But it's just as important to rest when you need to. Let's call it a day.
Yeah, all right.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
What's this? Look at you. What the? It's you! Weak as always. You make me sick. Bull Run. But you're dead! Oh? Then how am I here before you now? It's a dream. I'm just dreaming. Is that what you think? Allow me to enlighten you. I know the truth of this world. Friendship, trust. All that you believe in is fragile and fleeting. Stop. Those you seek to save are selfish and uncaring. You know it to be true. The only way to unify them... Stop! ...is through fear.
Why now of all times?
Losing your temper because it's the truth. You really are a pathetic bastard, aren't you?
Enough! You're mine!
I will show you
Try
true
harder!
power!
My turn! Pierce through! Flee! Try harder! Out of my stop! Take it! I'm not done! God! Here I... I'm not done!
You may be
strong, but I'll never back down!
The only thing that can unite the feeble maggots of this world is domination by force. Bind them with chains of fear and drag them...
There is only one sovereign! clever because it's the truth. You really are a pathetic bastard, aren't you? Enough! Here I come! I will show you true power! Out of my sight! Unleash lightning! I will show you true power! Out of my sight! Unleash lightning! You may be strong, but I'll never back down! I'm not... This should do it! Out of my sight! Strike! I will show you true power! Here I come! To hell! You're finished! Side thrust! The only thing that can unite the people back into this world is domination, Marcus. Bind them with chains of fear and drag them to heel at your will. Trample them and make them crawl on the ground. Stop it! I'm not like you! Pierce through! To hell! You're mine! I will show you! You shall repent!